see that now. Thank you, sir. Followed by, well, we'll get through. You're recognized. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Shannon Zheng. I live here for 26 years and work for FedEx. The good things I'm here is I became a Christian. God so loved the world. He bring the people different way here. Okay, in China, there's no freedom. They worship God. Some people they escape there and come to here for the reason. So the Chinese government.
Thank you so much. It's been 30 seconds. We have to move on. Thank you so much. L. Knight, waving in opposition. Caitlin Walters, waving in opposition. Ying Zhu, waving in opposition. W-U-Z-H-O-U, Zhong. You're recognized, followed by Sheyong Yang.
Hello, I'm a high school senior, and I strongly oppose this bill. It is covertly inflammatory to my people. Even if the language is vague enough to use targeting the CCP as justification, because China and by extension Chinese residents and citizens are antagonized to the extreme. I will be a Gator in this fall, and although my ethnicity is Chinese, America is my one and only home, and I hope to be able to continue to call that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sheyong Yang, you're recognized, followed by Shen Yang.
Yeah, hi, this is Sorin Yang. Thank you for giving the opportunity. Yeah, I want to point out Steve Jobs is half Syrian, and the co-founder of Google is half Russia. They come from the Soviet Russia. And we hope the US government to fight the bad governments, not to fight the people there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Shen Yang, you're recognized, followed by Zia Yan. You're recognized.
Chen Yang. We flew from China to come here pursue American dream.
Sorry, say your name one more time, please?
Chen Yang.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, I flew from China 25 years ago to this freedom land, and we escaped CCP, and now we be treated as everybody of us as CCP. That's very unfair.
Thank you so much. XIA, I think it's G. Yan, is an opponent of the bill. Ming Ye, followed by Robert Yang. I think it's Yiding Robert Yang. Ming, you're recognized.
Living in Tallahassee, Florida. I'm actually very excited today to see so many Chinese step up, voice their concerns, worries, and fear. I just want to let you know, Chinese Americans are not perpetual foreigners. They want to work with lawmakers, legislature, everybody in the US to make this country better. But this law, especially Section 7 of the law, doesn't.
Very much. Robert, how do you say your first name? Come on up. You're recognized. Okay, and then S-H-U-O Zhang after.
Good morning, honorable members, and thank you for the opportunity of speaking here in front of you to express my greatest opposition to this bill. In my opinion, this bill has good intention, but it is reckless because it brings great hurt to the Chinese people in this country. I came to the States in 1989, escaping the Chinese government's persecution for the students. I came here as a student, and I encourage everybody to go to Israel, looking at the Holocaust Museum. The badges for the Jews was put on the clothes because they were identified as Jews. Look at this bill. It's going to do the same thing as the badge on all the peaceful and lovely Chinese people in the United States. I urge you, honorable members, vote against this bill.
Thank you. Xu Zhang, followed by Yibu Z. mics down low and then just press the button. When you see it light up, you're ready to go. Hello, and what is your name? Hello, Allison.
I was born in America. I oppose AB 13 because this makes my mom feel unsafe. That is why I'm born.
Thank you so much for being here. You're awesome. Jibu Z.
Dear committee members, I'm a computer researcher who moved to Florida to work remotely for a tech company based in Silicon Valley. I'm concerned about the broad language used in Section 7, which includes innocent people with non-immigrant visas. This could cause chilling effects and discourage people to move here. The state's strong commitment to individual freedom, particularly during the pandemic, has been a significant factor in attracting many people to move here. But this bill's wording contradicts those values. I support protecting national security, but not at the expense of innocent individuals. So I call on lawmakers to remove Section 7 to treat innocent individuals equally. Thank you.
Thank you. XIUER Zoo, CHOU, followed by Wei Zoo. You're recognized.
Good morning, my name is Shira Zhou. I'm here to strongly oppose this bill because I feel so hurt deeply. Not just me, everybody here, Chinese, they got hurt, all community got hurt. It's not right. We are all created by God. We shouldn't be treated differently. I started to doubt myself. Are any Chinese people not good enough to have equal rights? Did we do anything wrong to deserve this unfairness? No, we shouldn't deserve this. So please stop this Chinese Exclusion Act. Let's have, because Florida is our home, it's everybody's home. Let's let everybody feel welcome here in Florida. We can continue to live here, to be accepted, regardless of our races. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Wei is followed by QINGEAGN. Al, you're recognized, Wei.
Thanks, everybody. My name is Wei Zhou. I'm a Chinese citizen working in the US on the H-1B work visa. So I always wanted to become a permanent resident in the US. And today I'm just gonna share a document released by the federal government. It is US Department of Housing and Urban Development. It's a this document is about immigration status and housing discrimination, frequently asked questions. Question number 1, does immigration status affect whether a person is covered by the Fair Housing Act? No. The answer is no. Every person in the United States is protected by the Fair Housing Act.
Wang Yihan Hu, the opponent of the bill. YUKEY Hu. You're recognized. Followed by Wesley Wu.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Yuki Hu. I came here when I was 14. I'm a citizen, and I'm here to oppose this bill. They pretty much already speak out everything that I want to say, so I want to say sometimes. Just want to point one thing out. I love Florida, and the people behind me, they love Florida, just like people in front of me.
Thank you so much. Wesley Wu, followed by Wendy Wu. You're recognized.
Thank you, Chairman.
Not by law. 30 seconds. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Wesley Wu, proud citizen, longtime Floridian, living here the last 15 years. I'm here opposing the bill, HB 1355, particularly section 6.7. The language is wrong to me. And what this bill essentially is saying, all Chinese or every person from China is spies in China. So this is
Wendy Wu.
Thank you, Chair. I want to first say that we really appreciate your work and effort to protect our national security and national interests. But the restrictions this bill imposes on individuals will open a Pandora's box, will bring another wave of suspicion, discrimination, and hostility against our Asian community. The Chinese Exclusion Act was repealed in 1943. In 1963, Dr. King called out a dream of a nation where his 4 little children will be judged by the color of their skin, not.
Thank you.
Okay, I please vote for no. We can work together to make this country better.
Daniel Way wishes to appear. Daniel Way. He's in opposition. Daniel Way's in opposition. David Way also would like to appear and is in opposition. Xiu Zhu, XU. Zinuo, last name XU, wishes to appear.
Okay, so hello, my name is Xu, and I'm a 14-year-old high schooler. So as a high schooler, I'm opposing this bill because you might think that it will not affect me that much, but it will affect my family because they're running a property management company. And after this act is passed, the company will go bankrupt, and all our workers that we hired will become jobless too. We came to the United States for equality, but not for discrimination and unequal treatment. It is our government that failed us and disappointed us, and they did those horrible things, not us. So please vote for no.
Thank you. John Jing Zhu, followed by Ying Zhu.
I oppose Bill HB 1355 because if this bill establishes Chinese people will be hated and treated differently, we won't have any
Followed by Ben Zhong Zhu. You're recognized. Followed by Xiaobiao Zhu. You're recognized.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Grace Xu. I'm a student here in Tallahassee, and I was born and raised in the States. I am against House Bill.
So much. I think. Can you say your first name for us, please? Thank you. Followed by Jinlin Shi.
My name is Xiaobiao. I think my point has been covered before, but I just want to emphasize to you, Chinese people and CCP are two different entities. By equalizing these two, you actually do a great favor to CCP, so they can lie to the people. See, United States government hate China. Against CCP, you have to modify Section 7.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jianlin Shi. I'm appearing here today to express my deep concern and opposition of the wording and terms in Bill HB 1355. Committee members, I ask you, I plead with you, as we protect this country we live in, please do not use us as a shield. Please do not. Our lawyers, our nurses, our teachers, our entrepreneurs. Please.
Do so. Followed by Jia Shi. You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm Xu. I'm an engineer professor and a permanent resident of the United States. Reading this bill and noticing the fact that it targets a specific group of individuals, I cannot help but think of the Japanese American incarceration in World War II when thousands of innocent Japanese were forcibly removed from their homes and placed in internment camps. This episode of history should serve as a stark reminder that singling against the specific.
Ask What's your feeling if you are isolated by other people, although you did nothing wrong? And this bill, people who live in these states who are not doing.
Opponent of the bill, Candy Shin. An opponent of the bill. Jia Dong Song. An opponent of the bill. Zin Tong. You're recognized, sir. Followed by Tian Xuan Wu.
Dear community members, my name is Zhen Tong. I'm a software engineer working on cloud computing. We live in Tallahassee with my daughter. We have been homeowner, even though it's under the name National Security.
Thank you so much for your time. That's 30 seconds. We appreciate it. Tian Xuan Wu. Recognized.
Before the World War II, Americans tried to prevent Japanese by land. So they created the alien law for many states. After World War II, and most states went to remove this law. And Florida, I believe, only one state has law. And by no one.
Yes, sir. Recognized. Sorry for moving a little fast.
I urge you to please remove Section 7 of this bill. Everyone who has come up before me has spoken eloquently and powerfully about the discriminatory nature of Section 7. I would like to address the economic impact that goes far beyond the Chinese community. If Section 7 remains in this bill, it will broadcast loudly and clearly to the world that Florida is hostile to foreign investment. Please reconsider removing Section 7 and keep Florida open for business.
Thank you so much for your testimony. Juan Zhang, you on? You're recognized.
A to B.
Recognized. Followed by Slater Bayless.
Mr. Chair, I'm here to oppose this bill. Racist discrimination is against common sense, and against anything that we respect for and we believe in, and we concern what's happening next. As a person, as an agricultural engineer, I'm afraid I probably won't be able to touch farmland at all. So will I lose the job? My wife is a nurse, so does she impose any security to the nation, to our patients? Those are all the consequences may happen if this law passes. So I'm here just represent me and my wife and say no to this bill. Thank you.
Yep, Slater Bayless, you're
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Slater Bayless. I appear to you before you today on behalf of Atlantic American Funds. We are an EB5 investment vehicle based here in Florida. There are 58 EB5 investment centers. I will happy to answer any questions in your offices after this, but the broad concern is that these investments come from foreign nationals all around the world into pooled funds. The passive investment vehicle for the investors, and by a broad reading of this bill, those investments would no longer be allowed in Florida.
Thank you, Mr. Bayless.
Thank you.
40 seconds. Members, we are now moving into debate. Before we go into debate, I don't think it's appropriate for us to go much more than 30 seconds that all these folks had, if we can be concise. Members wishing to debate, Ranking Member Rainer Goolsby, recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, thank you so much for allowing folks to have opportunity. Normally, it's my good colleague, Representative Walter, and I am up for a bill. I just
15 seconds.
I'll just say the Chinese American Exclusion Act, Japanese internment, what has happened as a result of COVID. I understand the sentiment of the people that testified today because of
and I'll take it when you're offered to work with these specific so that there aren't any unintended consequences.
Thank you, Representative Escamani, debate.
Thank you so much, Chair, and thank you everyone for being here. As an Iranian American, your stories are
voting no today. I'm hopeful the changes to Section 7 will be made. I understand the national security intentions, but there are unintended consequences when it comes to Section 7. EB-5 investments would totally stop in Florida. And of course, the discriminatory concerns of owning a home, which is the American dream, are of concern to me. And so I trust the bill sponsors to work with close partners on that, and I think you get out a win for being here.
Representative Escamani, Representative Robinson, in debate, you're recognized.
Thank you, Chair, and don't want to repeat everything, but at first sight, I definitely was supporting this bill because of national security, and I do believe that we need to have that. And I'm just concerned, as being an African-American woman and knowing that discrimination is real and still prevalent here, and we're still working through it, it's very hard for me to support this bill at this time, but I do hope that we can get to a point where I can be back on board and support this bill.
Thank you. Representative Casella, in debate.
Thank you, Chair. I know the intent of this bill was well meant, okay, but it has a lot of collateral damage, and I applaud to all the people who are here speaking out on this bill. I personally think that it can be improved, and hopefully it will. I am a co-sponsor of this bill, and for national security reasons. But these people are victims of the CCP in mainland. They're here for a better life, make a better life than they have. There's a lot of success stories out there in this audience. For that
Thank
reason,
you, Representative Casella.
I'll be voting up today.
Thank you. Representative Roth, in debate, you have 30 seconds, you're recognized.
Yes, sir, Chair, thank you. I want to thank Zingfei Guan, a UF economist, for reaching out to me, forcing me to research this bill. In line 451, it says, all people buying real estate, a buyer buying real estate will sign an affidavit saying he's not part of the principal entity. This is not discrimination. It will require an affidavit to buy a piece of property, but it will be everybody.
Thank
This
you,
is a
Representative
good
Roth.
bill.
That's
Thank
30
you.
seconds. Before you close, I'm gonna take 30 seconds here. Representative Spur, Waldron. Obviously, there's a lot of folks here from around the state that have great concerns. So at the very least, if this bill is not affecting them, we got a lot of work to inform them on that. I'm gonna be up on this bill today, but it's tough when you have this many people come with this many concerns. We gotta bridge the communication gap. With that, I would ask that you close in 60 seconds. You're recognized to close.
Thank you, Chairman. I'll do my very best. I think all of us can take a deep breath here because there's a lot of misinformation concerning this bill. This bill does not do what many here purported this bill to do. And I want to read real quickly from Section 7 of the bill. It says, purchase or acquisition of real property by the People's Republic of China. The only portions of this bill, or the only people who this bill discriminates against, are Communist Party of China. It's in subsection 4 of that, it says, any person who is domiciled in the People's Republic of China and who is not a citizen or lawful permanent resident of the United States may not purchase land here. What does that mean? That means the only people who have to be worried about not being able to buy land here, those who are not living here, those who the United States is not their home. If this is your domicile, you don't have anything to worry about. If this is your home, you have nothing to worry about. You may purchase land.
Having closed on the bill, Ms. Lexi, please call the roll.
Representatives, Chair McClure?
Yes.
Representatives Bartleman? Black?
Yes.
Buchanan?
Yes.
Cruzada Cabrera?
Yes.
Caruso?
Yes.
Casello?
Yes.
Escamani?
No.
Hernandez Marquez?
Yes.
Dant?
Yes.
Griffiths?
Yes.
Holcomb?
Yes.
Mooney excused. Persons Malika?
Yes.
Forrest?
Yes.
Rayner Goolsby?
No.
Rizzo?
Yes.
Roach?
Yes.
Robinson?
No.
Roth?
Yes.
Temple?
Yes. By your vote, please show House Bill 13, CS for House Bill 1355, supported favorably. Speaker Clemens, how about PCS for House Bill 1645? Speaker Clemens, obviously we're cranking here, so anything you can do on the opening would be wonderful.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In this is the time, I'd like to waive my opening. Just kidding. PCS for HB 1645. This local bill passed 4-1 by the Alachua County delegation. establishes the Gainesville Regional Utilities Authority.
Sergeant. Speaker, please proceed.
This bill maintains local control of GRU by the appointments of the governor of 5 members sponsored by.
Board of questions, members. Representative Escamani.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you. Representative Escamani, let's move right into questions. We are running hot.
Will do, sir. Thank you. Okay, so we'll start from the top. What compelling interest does the state have in having this type of oversight of the Gainesville utility?
You're right.
Mr. Chairman, Representative Escamani, the state has compelling interest to ensure that a public utility doesn't go broke.
What is the evidence that's going to go broke?
You're right.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Currently, this particular utility, Gainesville Regional Utility, has 800 wonderful employees that provided more than 100 years of service to our community. Has 4 times the level of debt. 4 times the level of debt of comparable utilities of their size.
Officer? Thank you. Has it been, has it declared bankruptcy? Has there been rankings to push in that direction, or is it paying off that debt in some sort of plan?
You're right.
Paying off this debt, raising rates on the back of people in our community who can afford it the least. Their rates are from 25% higher than other utilities, 50% higher for small commercial use.
Let's get to it. Representative Escamani, you're recognized.
Thank you. What actions have the city of Gainesville taken to try to address those rate hikes?
Well, for the last 20 years, relatively few. In the last 10 years, that particular utility through the
好的，现在我们这边的华人都已经退场了。因为刚刚他们现场进行了一次投票，当庭决定了那个法案不会被取消。然后我们现在的直播也马上结束了，请大家继续关注我们的平台，我们还会关注后续的发展。